I'm a hustler, baby. I'm a hustler, baby. I know heartbreaks, setbacks, bitchin' for crap out. Show I'ma get back. I've been through the ups and downs. You know I've been around, so to me, it's all a part of the game. You know we bout that power business. You know we bout that power business. That Power Book 3, Raising Kanan business. I'm talking that good Season 3, Episode 3, Open for Business. Business. First of all, I am your humble and most gracious host, Real. And this episode is brought to you by that good Jack Daniels and Coke, y'all. Diet Coke, because I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Old school. I could talk about power all day. I could sip on this here all day. Think I'm going to do a little bit of both for now. Let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? So we start off with Ronnie. We end with Ronnie this episode also. Ronnie on that creep. Ronnie was on that Michael Myers Jason this episode. Pennywise, he was all the creepers. He back at the club where they told him wasn't no jeans allowed. Well, the bouncer told him wasn't no jeans allowed. Called him a convict, like he was lesser than a man. But he got him. Caught the bouncer leaving the club. Ronnie catch up to him. Caught him slipping. Ronnie like, anybody rocking Lee's tonight? You know them good Lee jeans? Bouncer acting like he don't even remember Ronnie. He like, I know you. Sounding like a little biatch after all that mouth he had. How he not know who Ronnie is with them big glasses Ronnie got? How you not remember Ronnie? Bouncer tried to keep it cool, but got the slag in him brought out. He like, do I know you? I don't remember you. Ronnie like, it don't matter. I remember you. Blow! Lay dude out. Get to slamming the car door on him till no more movement was heard. And just when you thought it was safe, rammed it one more time. Ronnie hit his pockets up, took the man a little bit of bread, walked away like, yeah, I'm going to get me some JUKEBOX for next time. Cats had them JUKEBOX jeans in the 90s. Like Ronnie ain't know what time it was in them streets because he been locked up too long. At least that's what the bouncer thought. Guess he found out today. You gonna learn today. Feds run up on Stefano Marchetti. Run up in his fish store. He cracking jokes like, are my fish under suspicion of crimes? Ain't nobody sleeping with my fishes up in here. They like, what you know about the Sal hit? Now they got nothing on him. But they in the process of rounding up everybody that's mob connected before this thing turned into an all-out war, or so they think. They hit Stefano with the bull. They like, you got 3 arowanas up in your fish tank. He like, what the f is an arowana? What is that, some type of fish? Y'all full of shit. They like, it is a violation of Murphy's Law to sell or have for sale 2 or more arowana fish simultaneously. Stefano like, this some bull. They like, it don't matter. We'll figure out what's what down at the station. Plus, your boy on the door got a gun up in here. Don't look like it's your day today, playboy. They take him down, put him up in the squad car. Lawyer quickly makes toast out of the BS charges. Stefano gets out of there rather quickly. While he's up in there, he can see they rounding up folk. It's not just him. Meanwhile, across town, Kanan trying to wake Famous up for a meeting he got set up with Simrad. Famous ain't trying to fuck with that. He tell Kanan get the hell on. I still got 2 hours of sleep left to get. Kanan piece up out of there, meet up with Simrad. Tell him his idea about the courier service. Now Simrad like his current setup. Likes the fact that everybody come to him and he ain't gotta go nowhere. Now Kanan does a nice little job about explaining to him the pros and cons, the risk and the reward of both scenarios. How if he keep doing what he doing and he get caught up, he get caught with all the product. With the courier service, nobody coming to him, nobody lined up in the hall, nobody watching his spot. He ain't even got to keep stash in there. They charge more price because it's a premium service for premium customers. Now the customers ain't got to go nowhere. They pay for that luxury. It's a win-win. Simrad pondering. He like, all right, but I ain't fucking with Famous. Here go Lil Romero again. He like, Famous came over the other day and copped. And he ate up all my damn Captain Crunch. What is the deal with Famous and Romero? And what is the deal with the cereal theme up in here? Was we eating cereal like that back in the 90s? I don't recall. But if we was, it would have been Captain Crunch for me too. Regular or Crunch Berries. See, now I'm going to have to go get some Captain Crunch. Y'all done talked up some cereal up in this piece. Meanwhile, Rock and Howard meet up in a parking garage somewhere. Howard tell Rock the feds is investigating the New York crime families over the Sal hit. And since a bunch of dead mobsters popped up at her place, and then one most recently in Jersey, she might be under watch already. Howard also tell her he saw Kanan outside with some wild-looking cats. Now he talking about the courier congregation that's set up outside Kanan building. The Honda Scooter Boys. Howard don't know what's what. He just know what he see from a distance. But he saw Kanan outside with a crew of folk. Let Rock know that if Kanan about to be on some BS and get caught up in the feds' radar, that could lead to other unwanted consequences. She tell him, look like you tying up loose ends your damn self with how your partner got killed. He played that off with the storyline that's been going around, that she killed herself. She like, Rock like, Kanan good. He's smart. We ain't got nothing to worry about there. They go their separate ways. Rock immediately goes to see Kanan. Kanan ain't there. Famous answers the door. She asking Famous about Kanan's whereabouts, if he got new friends, which she could only be talking about the courier cats. Famous like, I don't know about no new friends. I ain't got nothing to tell you about that. Rock see a bunch of maps on the table. She like, what's this? Famous played off. He like, oh, people be just leaving stuff here. You know, don't nobody be up in Famous and Kanan's spot. She hand Famous a fold of money. Tell him if they need anything at any time, let her know. Now this would solve their issues with rent, with eviction. Look like Rock could be paying that rent month after month. They ain't got to do nothing but wake up and go to sleep. But you already know Kanan don't want that. You know Kanan ain't gonna keep that money Rock just handed him. Sure enough, Kanan come back to the crib. He like, round up the get-along gang. We rolling with Rush. Nah, Rush Town Management. We fucking with Simrad. About to set this joint off. Famous like, man, I ain't down with all the Simrad action. Kanan like, man, all you got to do is chill. All you do is get high all day. Eat up Lil Romero, Captain Crunch. Anything coming out Lil Romero's mouth or about Lil Romero get Famous hot under the collar ASAP. Get his good eye to twitching. He like, what that little mofo say? He wouldn't last a day in these streets. Famous tell Kanan his mom was here. Left him some money and all that. So we ain't got to do this Simrad shit. Of course, Kanan ain't fucking with Rock or her money. Smacks the money out Famous' hand. He like, we ain't fucking with that. You let my moms up in this piece again? That's your ass. Talking to Famous like he a worker or a runner. Something beneath him. Now Famous could not comprehend what the hell was happening at this point. He confused as a mofo. Gave Famous a little slap on his face and everything. Kanan got a little grit up on his grill. Little bark in his voice. You can see he changed him. He like, I said we f***ing with Simrad. Peace up out of there. Unique and Ronnie getting a little workout in the gym. Ronnie like, why ain't we up and running, making that money out in them streets? He like, while you chilling, Rock is eating our lunch. Unique like, Rock out the game. You ain't got to worry about her. Ronnie like, I should have taken her out permanently way back when. I should have taken her out, because if Rock breathing, she hustling. He like, it ain't too late to put that back in motion though, now that I think about it. This is not music to Unique ears. Unique get up on his go down to meet his new Asian business partners. Pop up at what looks like an Asian underground gambling spot. Dimly lit. People engaging in what looks like suspicious activities. Unique up in there with the fly leather jacket on, looking quite custom. He head to the back where he meets a boss. Introduces himself as he typically does, in his unique, direct, no-holds-barred kind of way. They tell him they heard his people got torn up in Newark. He like, yeah, but I'm still here. I don't run from nothing. I don't take no rafts, no boats out of Dodge and leave my people. This is a subliminal Ain't even subliminal. This is a direct diss. I guess you could take this as somewhat offensive. You could probably take it a number of ways. How the boss took it was with a level of comfort. He like, I like this guy. They give Unique the rundown. Tell him the heroin come from Asia. Get moved through Canada. Brought in by the Italians. Will be distributed at a neighborhood Chinese restaurant in a hood near you. Unique like, Unique like, nope. Don't need that spot. Got my own spot, thank you. Now here's where it got deep as hell for me. I had to run this back a time or two just to make sure I was clear on shit. So Unique like, look, you need me. Because if you didn't, you'd be working with your cousin. I don't need your cousin's spot for the distro. The boss dude is like, I don't like my cousin because he Chinese. But my wife is on my ass to help him out. So I'm throwing him a bone using his spot. I don't want to be in business with him. That's why you're here. Unique like Chinese or not. They your people though, your Asian brothers. What's up? What's really hood? The boss dude was like, the Chinese think they better than us. Now Unique looking confused as a mofo. He like, you not Chinese? He like, then how he your cousin? He like, my wife is Chinese. He like, I know. You can't help who you love though. Now Unique is no longer confused. He like, ain't that the damn truth? You think Unique love rock? I know he feeling her. Guess he don't just feed briars to just anybody. Them side chicks get the store brand dairy. That Stop and Shop butter pecan. Meanwhile, across town, it's getting kind of hectic. PERNESSA come home to Ronnie, who in the kitchen, definitely up out the little shell he was in. Oh, Ronnie out that shell. Couple days out the joint, but he in full swing up in this piece now. PERNESSA come in with some groceries. Ronnie greeting is ill. Ronnie greeting is ill. It ain't no what up sis-in-law, mother of my brother child, my nephew's mom, or just even what up PERNESSA. Not even a hello. None of that. He greet her with, you get my upon door entry. Just throwing her off, pushing her blood pressure numbers into the stratosphere. She like, weren't you with Unique at the gym? He like, I was with him at the gym. But now I'm not. I don't know where the f he at. He spit that talk with the vigor. And to add insult to injury, he like, maybe he got a little side piece. Maybe he got a little boo thing he's spending some time with. She like, f you, Ronnie. Soon as she said it, she scurried up out of that bitch. before his crazy ass could react. She didn't want Ronnie to reach out and touch that ass like Diana Ross. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Ronnie go up in the grocery bag. You already know what his shit was. The shit that he asked her to get for him. Goddamn Honey Nut Cheerios. The goddamn Honey Nut. He took that box out that grocery bag, cracked himself half a Kool-Aid smile once he saw it. What the hell is up with this cereal theme? I don't know, but I'm about hungry as a motherfucker right now. Juke and Lulu's spot with Marvin. They working on the song for her audition. Sounding good. Marvin in the back listening in, slurping up some Apple Jacks. Goddamn cereal again. He like, that's my baby. A little later, Juke get a visit from Rock, who gives her a necklace for good luck at the audition. Ask her if she knows what Kanan been into lately. Juke says she hadn't seen him. They exchange some pleasantries. Rock pieces up out of there. Meanwhile, Howard, at work, going to the captain's office to holler at him real quick. Captain tells him that aside from the Fed's investigation with the mob, he up to his eyeballs with Burke's old skeletons trying to come up out the grave. Howard like, whoa, what you mean? Captain tell him Foyle, Detective Foyle, Burke's ex-girlfriend / fellow police officer, has been on a mission to prove Burke's innocence. Captain says she was on an exoneration mission. Howard like, it don't matter, Burke dead. He trying to convince himself it don't matter. Captain like, tell that to Detective Foyle. She kicking up dust out here like the Lady of Rage out in these streets. Says she keeping this front page with IAD. I done told y'all. She gonna fuck around and meet the same fate as Burke. Same death, same coffin, same grim reaper. Howard don't look none too pleased to hear this bit of information. Here goes smooth as Howard. He piece up out of there. Eventually he head on over to Detective Foyle's spot, where she lay her head. Catch her coming out the crib. Howard rolled up in that joint like a big-ass dog or a bear that get up on you quick, unexpectedly. Ain't barking or growling yet, just right in your grill. You there and it there. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. I gotta give it to Howard. The brother was smooth with the approach. Smooth with the tongue. Rolling up looking intimidating as hell. Telling Foyle he just coming to check on her. Foyle like, she told me some stuff. Like if something happened to her, it wouldn't be what it looked like. Now Howard is reading the room in this conversation he having with Foyle. He realizing that if Burke had said anything about him specifically, then she probably would be more nervous at his presence. Running away, trying to get away, looking super shook. But she wasn't none of that. Alerted maybe, but not shook. Either that or she just know a damn villain when she see one, and is also smooth as playing off the fear. His words, though, again, like at the funeral, just slick. Says, I know she thought I was into some shit, and I was, but it wasn't none of her business. This is all true. This is all true. That's why it sounds so believable when he utter it. He says he cared about Burke. He don't like the fact that the last thought of her they all gonna have is the fact that there's an IAD investigation. Howard tell her we need to shut that shit down. Just smooth and getting the info he needed to know, about what Foyle know or got on him. But verbally, he sounds like a very caring person. He tells her if she ever need to talk, he's there. Howard walks away knowing that ain't shit specifically on him that she got. She looked like she pondering, shutting down this IAD she got going on. But I got a feeling we ain't done with Miss Adina Foyle. We ain't seen the last of her. She ain't stopping shit. Marvin and Lou back up at the Players Ball, the club where Marvin met them two Wall Street cats that thought he sold them some coke a week or so ago. He up in there doing business, making good on that call it appears they made to him, making his money, handing his product off to the well-to-doers. All of a sudden he get a page, his beeper start going off. So when my pager goes off. If you over 50, remember beepers? Remember pagers in the 90s? You get that little beep, that little page with a code and a number. Brothers thought they was players. If you was a player or you thought you were, you telling people, look, my code when I hit you is 007. James Bond, secret agent 007. Brothers always want to be in hiding. You telling Shorty, my code is 007 when I hit you. Not knowing that every player Shorty hollering at, his code also 007. So she actually mad as hell when you tell her that. Cause now when she get a beep, she don't know which gentleman caller it is. She got a stable of 007 secret agents that she got to figure out who beeping her every time her pager go off. And the code is 007. Marvin go to the phone, call back whoever it was. Didn't seem like a welcome conversation at all. Marvin go back, tell Lulu, don't get into trouble, but he got to peace out. He leave out of there, head over to some hotel room, not a hotel, motel. He looked like he in a motel room. Two cats looking like crackheads answer the door. Ask Marvin if he got the money. He go into the room. The cat that he met at his anger management classes, the one he didn't get along with initially, Gerald. Apparently he go in a room Gerald laid up in a corner. Apparently he owed him some money or something crazy. But he told them cats Marvin was good for it. Looked like it's the money or his situation. It's the money or it's his Yes. Marvin gave him the money. They pieced up out of there. He get Gerald in the car. He don't even know where Gerald live or nothing. Like, Marvin don't rock with Gerald like that. He probably surprised as hell to get this call. It's the last person he probably thought he'd be getting a call about. He go through his stuff, find his address. I'm assuming he take him home. Meanwhile, Unique headed over to his new side piece. Heading over to Rock's. She opened the door, checking outside behind him. Rock is now apparently a little shook from earlier when she went to Kanan's and saw what she thought was a Fed van. She a little paranoid about being watched by the feds, especially when she getting intel from Howard. Unique like, damn, you up in this white neighborhood? You checking for shit now? They changing you up in here, Rock. You ain't the same Queens hustler I used to know. She like, ain't nobody changing me. Remember that, Playboy, when you think you about to get me. Get me all soft up in here for your ass. He like, we'll see about that. All of a sudden, that good Jodeci start kicking up in the background. Please, baby, won't you stay for a little while? Please, baby, won't you stay? Y'all know I had to do it. You know that good 90s New Jack, slow jam R&B vibe from the 90s. That was my shiznit. That good Jodeci playing in the background. I know that next track was at H-Town. Now I want that old thing back. Make these moments once again a fact. So won't you, do it for us, babe. Good loving body rocking, knocking boots all night long. Damn, I love the 90s. Raising Kanan is my shit. Some good loving body rocking, knocking the boots. Rock jumped on top of Unique like Dr. Seuss, hop on pop. Yeehaw, howdy y'all. Rock got on that ride 'em cowboy. It was some buck riding up in that joint. They exchanged pleasantries. All night, it's a chill kind of night for Unique and Rock. It's good to see. They laying in the bed, smoking on cigarettes, dragging on the same ports and all. Pulling drags on the same ports. Laid up enjoying each other's company and some good R&B in the background. Nothing better. Nothing better than a good port and some R&B. Rock let Unique know that she got a bunch of extra funds that she need to wash. Leftover money. Leftover money. Unique confided in Rock that he went up to see Stefano. They both confide in each other, some shit with each other. It's a good little moment for a couple hustlers that used to be arch enemies. She tell Unique to watch out for Stefano and them Italian cats. You can tell they both care about each other, even at least a little bit. Rock a little bit more reserved with hers though. Like Rock is always on bark. Like Rock is like, you know that, like she had 8 older brothers. So she tough as shit. She was the same with Symphony. You know, she a little more reserved with her. She always gotta let folks know she could bite at any time. And Rock can bite at any time. It ain't just bluster with Rock. Anyway, they finished with the evening's activities. Looks like a good night was had by all. Unique dip up out of there, taking the leftovers home to Pernessa. He take that leftover cake home to Pernessa. Come to find out he being watched. Not by the feds though. By the creeper. Big Ronnie, Big Ron. But is it Unique that's being watched or is it Rock? I don't know that I'm quite sure who it is, or maybe it's both their asses. You know Ronnie want Rock up out the way. How Ronnie know where she lived though? I don't know, but I know Ronnie resourceful as a mother. He gonna be on one. For sure. Tipsy Lulu walking out the club. Marvin left him at after a little while. Lulu stumbles onto a little bar, a little lounge spot. Voo Cafe. Hears some jazz music playing. Decides to go in. He come up to the bar, asks the bartender where she get the record from that's playing right now. She tells him, the record store? He tells her that's his pops up on that song, Elijah Thomas. She like, no shit. E-Train is your pops? I know old E-Train. Met E-Train 30 years ago tending bar in another joint. I know he wanted to be like, you still tending bar? Tell me you own this spot. She apologizes for his demise. I'm thinking it's untimely. Lulu says he did it to himself. He gave up on living. He did it to himself. Lulu stay at that bar. A little later on, it turned into an open mic night. Lou's still up in there throwing them back, just Lulu out of it. Looked like a pre-poppin' DOS Effects is on stage at this open mic night, doing their thing to a disinterested crowd of 6. You know, that's what it was back in the day. You trying to get on, you doing open mic nights, it's 5 people up in that joint. It is what it is. They getting their DOS Effects on. Riggedy row, a drink about a 5th of Dr. Pepper, hey heifer. Riggedy row. Dude in the crowd was hating, older white cat. He like, figgity f***, what is this shiggity shit? He like, where the real musicians at? A tipsy ass Lulu come over to his table, ask for some respect for the artists on stage, rightfully so. Dude get up to mouthing off. Lou get to hauling off on his jaw and throat. Lou wakes up in jail the next morning. Because Lulu was up. Mrs. Jukebox audition and all that. When Lou get out, he go back to the jazz joint, apologizes to the bar owner for fucking her shit up. She tells him her spot is a place where a lot of rappers come to, and when they have them open mic nights, she gets a lot of disrespect. So she's kind of thankful that he put the smack down, because typically that's something she would want to do, but you know, they know she ain't gonna do it. They make a connection. Lou offers his help. He like, we could turn this into a place where artists get broken, where legends get made. We talking that legendary spot like Blue Note or some shit like that. Meanwhile, Juke and Marvin go down to the audition. Jukebox pacing like she waiting to find out if the baby got all the fingers and the toes. Now I suppose she hoped the little black boy grows. Jukebox super nervous after seeing a long line. Hit the toilet. Prays to the porcelain god for a hot second. While she in there, a chick come in like, it's over, y'all. Good luck with the backup spot. There's another little lady in there, hand Juke a Tic Tac. Juke go back, get in line, they call her in. Now Lulu up in jail. Lulu got locked up, had the music with him, so Jukebox ain't got no music or nothing for the audition. All she got is her voice, and that's all she really need. She sing for 30 seconds. They tell her, that's good, wrap it up. Ain't no telling what that's like. Sometimes they hear your voice and they like, she great, we don't need to hear no more. Sometimes it's like, that's some bull. It's over, we don't need to hear no more. So we're going to have to wait and see what comes of that. But Marvin appears to be positive on the results. And if you know Jukebox and you know how Juke sing, you would be positive too. Rock up in the hair salon getting her did. Her hairstylist talking to the other hairstylists up in Spanish. Rock like, come on now, come on now. Cut all that chit chat out. Finish this shit up. I got shit to do. Her hairstylist talking about her landlord desperate to sell his spot that they all live in. He increasing the rent. Wife taking all his money. She caught him creeping. Now at first Rock blow off this news. She look at it like news you can't use. But Ronnie right. If Rock breathing, she hustling. You can literally see the light bulbs come on in Rock's head when she realized there's a cat with a place to sell and he desperate and I need to wash some of this money. You can see the light bulbs coming on. Rock checks this out later, meets with the landlord agent. She interested in buying. Feds is interested in what the hell she doing. It's clear that the feds is on to her now. They watching her. Kanan and Famous, meanwhile, they now got the business up and running. According to Ronnie, these young cats got this business up and running out in these streets before his shit is set up. They out in these streets setting up shop, product up and out, courtesy of Simrad. Got the courier boys out in congregation. No Paul. Paul somewhere chilling. Paul somewhere about to watch and see how his pockets get fatter, according to Kanan, while he get to chill somewhere on the couch with a bag of Funyuns. And it looked like business is booming for a young Kanan and a young Famous. Beepers is going off. Calls is coming in. They taking orders like they work at the only Chinese takeout in the hood. Looking like they need more workers. They selling out of work. While they looking like winners down at the horse track. Across the street, Ronnie looking like the hood creeper. Standing there with his hands down to his side, shoulders straight. Looking like the ghetto Michael Myers with glasses. I don't want to call the man Urkel, but the man is standing out. Looking like Pennywise with no balloons up in this piece. The hood Jason on Friday the 13th. But it's Wednesday the 10th. Kanan and Famous notice Ronnie's creepiness. Like, who the fuck is that? I got a feeling they about to find out. They pieced up out of that joint. Left Ronnie outside to creep on bystanders. They might be young, Kanan and Famous, but they ain't no dummies. The hood usually don't raise no dummies. They probably went in and celebrated their newfound success. And they do look like they having success with their new venture. They probably went in and celebrated their newfound success with some cereal.